Welcome back to the B-Movie Drive-In Exploitation Challenge. This is days 21 and 22. I got in 5 movies. Things are slowing up a little bit. Really mainly because I've been watching the basketball playoffs. But 5 movies, 2 days, pretty good. So I started off with some Bruno Mattei goodness. I just bought these. This is the first up was Island of the Living Dead. I guess this was a direct-to-video Bruno Mattei film from 2007. I mean, people kid around sometimes or loosely use the term ripoff for certain scenes and certain dialogue in certain movies, but I mean, Bruno Mattei really takes it to another level. This movie, there's certainly scenes that are lifted from he replayed directly Night of the Living Dead, the opening scene. But the whole movie was not a ripoff per se, but there are certain scenes that are a ripoff. It's still a lot of fun. It's terrible acting. The dialogue's hilarious. But it's just a lot of fun, and it works in its own twisted, weird way. It works. Hell of a lot of fun. I loved it. And the zombies, honestly, looked good. It's a cheap shot-on-video type movie, but it works in a lot of respects. How many movies do you know where you've got a button that you can push just to blow up a ship? Who would do that? Who would make a ship, build a ship, and have an emergency destruct button with no cover or anything? It's just right there. There's no sequence of events or special codes you got to put in. Just push the button and you detonate your whole boat. It's just crazy stuff. Anyway, basically this is a film where a group gets shipwrecked on an island, and they end up finding out that there's this gold coupled with zombies running around protecting the gold, and that just kind of a precursor to just a lot of gore, lots of gore, endless gore. It's fun stuff. Heads exploding everywhere in this thing. It's like Lucio Fulci on steroids. I liked it. There's a 15-20 minute interview with the screenwriter on this. It's definitely well worth your time. Then I followed that up with, why not, the sequel, Zombies: The Beginning. And this movie picks up right at where the ending of the last one left off. You've got the lone survivor gets picked up on a ship, and she basically is Ripley from Aliens. And the whole movie is a complete ripoff of Aliens. It's Aliens without the aliens. They just substituted zombies. Scene for scene, shot for shot. Dialogue is almost the same. This is probably the most blatant ripoff of another film that I know of. Maybe there's others, but this one when you lift specific dialogue, characters, the whole thing is written as I consider it actually a parody of Aliens, to be honest with you. It's hilarious, just hilarious. And in some ways, I like this one better. It really works, which is kind of a testament to James Cameron's Aliens and that storyline, because the storyline's so good. So you can even substitute zombies for aliens, and it still is a great story and compelling story. It works great. And again, if you like the first one, the Island movie, you'll love this one too. It's lots of gore, lots of heads getting splattered, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's another 15-17 minute commentary with the scriptwriter. So yeah, that's the 2 Intervision Bruno Mattei films. Then I moved on to the Subspecies series for Full Moon. This is this has got all 5 films. So I started out with Subspecies, the first film, which I think was 1991. Basically, what you've got is a full moon production shot in Romania. Great locations. And you've got a vampire named Radu that looks an awful lot like a poor man's Max Schreck. And you got some stop motion animation in this first one. It's a passable vampire movie. It's nothing special. It went direct to video. The production values are, I think, better than your normal full moon production, mainly because it's shot on location in Romania. But the acting's stiff and bad, with the exception of the guy that plays Radu. I think, if anything, he kind of overacts a little bit. Everyone else is pretty stiff, and the script's not great, but it's an adequate, fun time. I didn't hate it. I'm not a big fan of the full moon, but I have to say, of all the full moon films I've seen, I think Subspecies so far is top of the list. Then I watched Subspecies 2, Bloodstone, which is basically picks up where the first one left off. Radu is resuscitated by his little minions. He's got these little stop motion little creatures that came out of his fingers, and the little creatures come back and put his head back on, and he goes basically in search of the Bloodstone, which is the source of life. It was good. It's as good as the first one, I would say. Cheesy, fun, not bad. Same thing with the shot on locations in Romania, and it was good. Then I think things took a little bit of a nosedive. I watched this Vinegar Syndrome release of the 1988 film Nightmare Sisters, which brings together kind of the 3 Scream Queens from the 80s. And basically that's a shot, Michelle Bauer and Leanna Quigley. It was a shot on video deal. I think I basically shot in 4 days. I think it just kind of went into obscurity. It's interesting that Vinegar Syndrome would have picked this up and given it such a loving treatment, because it's really not a good movie. It's not. I think it's trying to be. I don't know what it's trying to be, actually. I think it's just kind of, let's get together. We've got some film, and let's shoot a movie in a couple days at my house or something. I mean, it's kind of like a comedy, an attempt at comedy. You got the 3 Scream Queens that get possessed by a succubus, and the succubus terrorizes the 3 20-something boys. Thankfully it was only like 80 minutes long, but didn't do anything for me. Gotta admit, I think the transfer is beautiful. I haven't listened to the commentary of the special features, but the movie's not. I can see why it kind of ended up in obscurity, and I'm not quite sure why it didn't stay there. But so be it. That was the end of day 22 with that movie, and I will be back for day 23. Thanks for watching.